Calvary. I say that in every language I can think of. Because people are always surprised to see it's not a very big stone. It's not a hill, it's not a mountain, it's a stone projecting from the ground. Maybe it was a little bit bigger, but it was never a mountain. Although in Arabic we say Jabal Judula, it's not a Jabal. And people imagine a mountain because of paintings, because of Western art. No, it was always a small stone projecting from the ground. And this is the stone. People want to see that. People want to touch it. The stone is protected with glass, so pilgrims will not take relics. But under the altar, there's a hole where you can put your hand and touch the stone of Golgotha. So again, make sure that they understand that this is Golgotha, this is Calvary, because it happened to me more than once that I said that a few times, and then we continued in the tour, and then they asked, so what happened there? And I said, I think I said it like 5 times, it's Golgotha, it's a place of the crucifixion. But people just are not prepared to see something so small. They're still waiting to see the big mountain. So no, this is the place, it's a small stone projecting from the ground. That's the place of the crucifixion, and then under the altar, you have the hole, you can put your hand and touch the rock. If you've been here during high season, you know that there's a long line of people who want to touch the stone. How do I know if my tourists actually want to stand in line to touch the stone or not? I ask. Because it's not obvious that they would be interested. Some would be offended even by the question. I'm not a touching stone person. Or, I want to touch the stone and you didn't have the time for that. So you have to check. And you have to ask it in a very sensitive way. I usually say, well, some people stand... Some people prefer to stand in line, some don't. You can do as you wish. So just be sensitive in the way you ask them. So that's one thing. The other thing is these are the stations of the cross. Here in the church we have 5 out of the 14 stations. 5 out of 14. The 10th station, no, I will repeat every station 3 times. If you don't know the stations by heart until now, you will know it for the exam. The 10th station is behind this door. The 10th station is this chapel. 10th station, they remove the clothes from Jesus. 10th station, the removal of the clothes. The 10th station, behind the wall. I remind you, in the Crusader time, it was a gate to Golgotha from outside. Now it's closed. It's a door that became a window. Now, in the last couple of years, they open it for doing Holy Fire because it's so crowded. But it's door. Now it's just a window. So that's the 10th station. 11th station, nailed to the cross. 11th station, Jesus is nailed to the cross. 11th station here, Jesus is nailed to the cross. 12th station, crucifixion over there. 12th station over there, crucifixion. 12th station, crucifixion over there. 13th station, and this is tricky. I need your attention. Next door, we'll talk about the history of Via Dolorosa. Via Dolorosa did not develop in the church, it developed in Europe. So it's a bit confusing when it comes to the church. 13th station is dedicated, it's the end of the set. It's not there, it's Sunday. What is the 13th station? Down from the cross. Taking him down from the cross. Where do you commemorate that? So actually when the Franciscans do the service, their procession, the daily procession, they would stop here near the statue of Mary and also down at the stone of unction, stone of anointment. I would say for you, both places could be the 13th station, the statue of Mary and the stone down there. Anyway, when you come with a group who does the Via Dolorosa and stop at the station, not your evangelical churches, groups, but your Catholic groups, they go from one station to the other and they pray at each station. Where do they stop? Where do they stop to pray? Here or down there? They would not, because they know that after the service here, it's status quo. They will finish all the Via Dolorosa outside. You see, so you don't have this problem. The only problem you have is for the exam. What do you do in the exam? Since I discussed that with Dan, who is responsible for the tour guide courses and for the exam, all the coordinator and the Minister of Tourism want you to write the Statue of Mary as the 13th station. Believe me, it's not necessarily correct. But for the exam, do me a favor, do yourself a favor, just write the Statue of Mary.
Oh, okay.
Okay, for the exam. For the real life, anyway, you're not going to do procession here. The Franciscans stop in both places, and with your group, you will do it outside. I repeat, for the exam.
Guys,
In the exam, we want it to be the simplest, the dummiest tour guide as possible. So write this statue as the, not the crucifixion, the Statue of Mary. So 13th station, they took Jesus down from the cross. 13th station, they took Jesus down from the cross. For the exam, you can mention the Statue of Mary. Okay? Now, 14th station, the tomb. So we mentioned 4 stations here, 1, the tomb inside the church. The rest of the station, after the war. After the war.